Versus Volume 2 is now here, and we're going to get straight into it. So here on the cover we've got the Neo-Humans, we've got some Titans, and we've got a character that seems familiar from the first volume, and I'll go into a bit why this character's familiar. We've obviously got the story by one, manga art by the same artist, and organised by the same guy as well. Here's the side. It's basically same publisher, volume 2, and yeah, it looks pretty good. Here's a bit of what's going to be happening inside this volume here. This is the back. So getting right into it, we've got the front cover here, but in black and white, and the inside, and we've got the chapters list, and a picture of the characters all together. And we're kind of picking up where we left off from last time. All the characters are just like in their castle planning, like all the different worlds that's come together. Yeah, they're all just kind of discussing what they're going to do. And yeah, the first two chapters, the first half of this volume is kind of basically that. They introduce this captain guy here, and it's all just kind of getting a plan ready and building up about their worlds and what they're going to do. Yeah, so the first few chapters aren't that interesting, but they have got some cool little points. So here we meet Hallow's friend, and turns out this is a guy. Someone in the comments told me it was a guy because I thought it was a woman, but hey. And we get reintroduced to him after he goes missing, and he shows himself. This character here is the guy on the cover. So we get to meet him again, and we basically get to learn a bit more about him, and turns out this Genos looking character is actually a female. Big surprise, actually. So yeah, this guy here, he's basically like a flirt. He goes around with all the girls, and basically they share how their experience with the Demon Kings went, how they lost his arm, and obviously this guy here, he kind of faked and lied about going to the Demon King, or one of his generals. But yeah, he basically explains how he ran away as a coward, and he ended up seeing the Titans coming their way, and then he kind of warns everyone about it the next day. Then they've got to devise up a plan of what to do with these Titans coming after them. And Hallow says he wants to go, but obviously his friend tests him and says if he was fully healed, he would have been able to avoid the attack. So Hallow doesn't go for that reason because he's still injured. And basically get him going to distract the Titans to make up for what he's done. Like, no one knows he's going to make up for what he's done. It's just, I guess, a bit of his clear of mind. And we get a bit more from Jachi, one of the generals of the Demon King, and get introduced to another one. And we find out that, yeah, this guy never met a human. This guy who was originally supposed to go to him never really came. And he's obviously just playing chess with humans he's captured, which is a kind of sick game if you think about it. Oh yeah, and we get a little bit of a hint to the leader of the demon generals, the actual Demon King himself. We get to know his name and a little bit about him, but that's all for now. Very much looking forward to when we actually get to meet him in the story. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, they're getting their plan ready, and this guy kind of confesses that he abandoned his teammates after seeing the Demon General from a distance, and he's now trying to make up for that and trying to stay alive, trying to work his best with this plan so everyone else can be safe. So the plan is they're going to try to get the Titans here and lead them to the Neo-Humans society to get them to fight each other, as they noticed the demons and the AI robots were fighting each other, so they're basically still going to try turn everyone against each other so the humans can survive. And this is the Titan herding team. Basically, they've got one of the guys from the Titan worlds, a guy from the alien world, they've got a business guy from, I think, the Kaiju world, they've got a few soldiers from the AI world, and 2 characters from the world of demons. So they say their goodbyes and they head off. But it doesn't take long. One of the Titans already kills one of the soldiers. And yeah, they don't negotiate. They try to talk to him quite a bit. But yeah, they're just brutal, and it's said that violence and death comes from nature from them. Like, they just don't care. So they try to talk their way to discuss, and they even get this business guy who's really good at communicating to talk, and he's doing a great job, honestly. But sadly, he sees one of the soldiers get killed, and he starts freaking out, and yeah. And he gets killed himself. Splat. Then they give up on trying to talk with him, and then they start fighting, so the space guy starts shooting at him, but he obviously dies as well. Then one of the guys who's used to the Titans, who lives in the Titan world, starts to fight and eats one of these little hearts, grounded up Titan hearts, and this gives him abilities of a Titan temporarily, because the Titans can do this, but much more powerful. And he actually puts up a really good fight for a little while, until they start ganging up on him and overpowering him, and yeah, they're just cheering, like they're just enjoying this, and these people are trying to fight for their survival, and this is just merely a game for them. But yeah, they kill him. So that's basically the entire team almost gone already. It's just the 2 from the magic world who has trouble with demons, and they kind of worry that they're going to die, but these guys are like, oh, that was fun, so I guess fighting got their attention, and they trick them into going to the Neo-Human Society, which is here. And then, yeah, the Titans try to kill them, like, they're no longer in use. But they manage to escape and try to disguise themselves as Neo-Humans. Yeah, and this final chapter is pretty brutal as well. The Neo-Humans don't really care. The Titans are attacking, and the humans who disguise themselves as Neo-Humans get found out by their disguise, and the Titans transform, and yeah, a whole massive battle breaks out in the Neo-Human Society. What I really like is this character here. He basically sets up his Golden Storm, his ultimate attack with his sword, and he's basically doing here what he's doing on the cover. This is his main attack. He's doing it here, his final stand, because that girl died and he's the only one left. But unfortunately he also fails. The Titans are killed, and the Neo-Humans kind of win, but obviously the Neo-Humans lost tons of thousands by the Titans anyway. So yeah, so this is our final goodbye to him again. Maybe he might be rescued in future, who knows, but oh yeah, and one of the parasites show up. It looks really cool. I really love this artwork. And we kind of find out what happens to him in the end, and sadly he's been captured. Yeah, and that's all we see from him. Hopefully he'll be rescued, but Hallow's not taking the news pretty well. And yeah, the volume finally leaves off with an attack by one of the Demon General's associates with an army heading towards the castle. So that's going to be in the next volume. And it basically ends there. That's been Versus Volume 2. It's pretty good near the end, like halfway through I'd say it gets good. First half, I don't know, maybe a little bit tedious to read through, but it's fine. It introduces some cool things. Hopefully the next volume is going to be much more exciting. But yeah, that is my review of Versus Volume 2. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.